week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Steelers and the Panthers on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here at Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. But here we go for the first time with the Panthers offense led out by their new quarterback for 2021 in his 4th season overall now after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
Many people put stock in a quarterback's record as a starter, and Sam Darnold just 13-25 overall with the Jets. So many think that he's not going to be the guy, but there's a lot of talent there, and the Carolina Panthers are expecting it to come out. This could be a classic case of a change of scenery could do him well. Plus the surrounding cast that he's inheriting in Carolina, better than anything he played with in New York. It's a great opportunity for Sam Darnold.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Steelers here ready to go to work for the first time. And the grizzled vet, Ben Roethlisberger, bringing him out now in his 18th season in the National Football League.
And it's not out of the question. It's not out of the realm at all to wonder if this might be the final season for Big Ben, either in a Steeler uniform or in the NFL period. He re-signed back in March saying, "It's my greatest honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and give my all for the organization." Had a big year in 2020, 33 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions, and led the Steelers to an 11-0 start. You have to think that he would love to end his career the way Peyton Manning and John Elway did, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy and heading off into the sunset.
7 yards there and a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. Pushing and finding his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Darnold. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. To throw is Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. Deontay Johnson deep for the Steelers. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Harris starts the drive on the ground and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They hand this off to Harris, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his target, Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Powering forward. How did he stay on his feet? And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. The 40, past the 20, And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
We're going to shut who did that.
So that challenge, a successful one. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Derek Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Rocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get into his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. From the 27, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Third and 2, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
One of my teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 52 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 7 yards the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Got a man and he hits him in stride. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold from the gun. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better.
and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 14-10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had it bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give them a chance to break off a big one.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Down to the 25. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Well, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. I believe will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Darnold gets this to McCaffrey, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. On the return, Johnson. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
Here's Walker throwing after the interception.
That's caught. It's Shi Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Running right, this is Freeman. Evades the tackler, and now some space.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On 1st and 10, Walker.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Cassius Marsh, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. But Tommy Trimble, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Walker.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Cassius Marsh able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now Haskins, third and long. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Balaj.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kalen Balaj taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A first down throw for Walker.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. The Panthers on third down. run. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a run with Ballage. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kalen Ballage ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and very short, Walker, and that is incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And working out of the gun here, Walker. He'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Pass complete, Thomas. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down. Walker. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark,